to listen one more time to the anthem in your head. I'd like to take just one more photograph before we head to bed. I need to show you a magical bluebell wood, oh, not too far from here, right on the waves of our love in.
This evening we're in a plantation that we put in April last year. This is a new plantation. There weren't trees here before, so this is net additional carbon that we're adding. And just in this cutting here there are, I think if I remember rightly, 450, 500 trees. It's a mixture of oak and birch with just a little sprinkling of rowan as well. The birch, like this, is mainly planted along the edges and the lower ground. And then the oak, just try and find a good nice one. But there's a nice coppery one just poking out over here, which so the oak is then sweeping up through the main part of the plantation. What we're doing today is we're doing the most laborious job of a carbon farmer, which is to go around every single tree, check its health. And even though they've been spot treated with Roundup to give them a better chance in their first season, a few of them are a little bit choked with weeds, so we're also having to hand weed about a third of them. So good examples here of some lovely birch. There's a birch in here which looks strong, but it's just got a little bit of, see, it's got a bit of weed in there, which is dead actually mainly, but we'll get that out anyway. And that will now be on its way. That will be out of the guard hopefully by the end of this growing season. That will be an established tree, and hopefully it won't need spot treating again. I don't like putting chemicals around, but with trees in their first year it's a bit of a inevitability, or else unfortunately the weeds do tend to The weeds do tend to win the game. There we go. That's that back in. That will straighten itself up. What else have we got going on here? There's some great trees. There's one here this one might even be dead actually. We've had a pretty dry spot in May, and the trees did suffer. I mean, I'd be surprised if this has died, because it's quite a nice strong tree, but I don't know. No, I don't think it has. That's just taken a bit of a knock back. We'll leave that and see what happens to it. It's incredible how varied the rates of growth are. You know, on one hand we've got some that are like this one here in front of me that doesn't look like it's doing so well, and then on the other hand you've got a lovely birch like this that was planted at a 20 to 30 centimetre size like this in April last year. This is a 1.2 metre guard, so as you can see it's 1.5 metres high. That tree's grown 1 metre 20 in just over a year, and it's been dormant for half of that. So during the growing season, this is putting on about 20 centimetres a month, which is just incredible. Let's look and see what we've got here. I think this isn't so bad. Again, another birch that just needs a quick hand weed, and that one will be nicely on its way. Probably just needs a tap on that stake, the hammer. So that's what we're doing. So it is a laborious job, but equally this plantation alone, 500 trees, over its lifetime this will yield 150 tons of carbon, and this is good ground. It's nice and sunny where we are, so we should achieve quite a high yield class here, we're probably going to be putting on about 8 tons of weight of timber per hectare per year. So not only is there a lot of carbon being captured, but also some good timber production as well. This is where the weeding isn't so easy. We've got quite a lot of little strips of bank like this, where we've been planting just small groups of trees to link up the existing oaks. And whilst down there's boggy, that's got birch in it, so that's quite difficult going. And up here is just really hilly, stony ground. The oaks are generally doing okay. I mean, here's one which, as you can see, is coming up quite nicely. They're not doing as well as the ones on the really fertile ground, but this should connect up with the nice old oaks across the top there, and form a nice complete oak coverage.